As Americans, we love to eat, but unfortunately, a quarter of the food that is produced and imported into this country never makes it to our dinner tables. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, almost 100 billion pounds of food is wasted every year. Hi, my name is Heath Eisel, and today I'm out at Baskin Livestock Incorporated with owner-operator Bill Baskin, who's been able to find a niche and to capitalize on a small percentage of that 100 billion pounds of food that we throw away every year. Bill, could you tell us a little bit about your operation and what it entails?
Well, we started on a small farm in Rhode Island, and we didn't have the ability to grow feed for our cattle, and we started to look for places where we could pick up food residuals, food waste, and turn them into cattle and cattle feed for our own needs. And that's grown to the point now where we have so much food waste coming that we recycle that we sell the biggest portion of that mostly to feed mills. We still feed cattle. We make compost from some of the manure. We graze a lot of pasture land and try to recycle and make the best use out of the resources that we have.
Well, Bill, I noticed that there were a couple semi-loads of product coming in here to the farm today. What was in those semis and where did it come from?
The two that you happened to see, one was returned sweet goods from a bakery manufacturer. They have a collection facility that we service when it's cookies and cakes and that kind of thing. When it goes to the stores, when the code date gets close, they bring it back to a thrift store. If they can't sell it in the thrift store, we're the ultimate destination for it. Instead of it going to the landfill, we're able to process it, take it out of the package, recover the edible part of it, recycle the waste part of it, and create a food product from that. But we get in a lot of different, everything from pasta to cookies, cakes, donuts, cough drops, chewing gum, potato chips, a wide variety of edible products.
And yearly, how many tons of food would you say?
On an annual basis, probably somewhere between 50 and 75,000 tons a year, depending on the year and the products available. And probably more than that if you figured in we handle a great deal of sweet corn silage and cannery waste and that for our roughage needs for our cattle, so we don't have to plant a corn crop. We depend on the local canneries for the waste product from that. If you added that all in, we're probably close to 100,000 tons.
Could you tell us a little bit about what happens to the end product once you get the food here?
The process is we bring it in, we grind it, shred it, screen it. It goes over a couple of magnets. We remove all the contaminants. We dehydrate what needs to be dehydrated to try to make a dry, flowable feed product. Our primary market is feed mills. When we first started, we marketed to the local farms on a small scale, but that's another business in and of itself, and we're considered more of a wholesaler where we'll sell to the feed mills. The feed mills will sell it either to, probably a third of it ends up in a dairy ration, a third of it probably ends up in a pork or swine ration, and another third maybe in a poultry ration. Different mills have different uses for the products. That's our niche in it. We provide it's basically a corn replacement.
Here we are again with Bill Baskin in front of the milling facility. And Bill, could you tell us a little bit about how utilizing some of the feed product that you're producing here on the farm benefits your farming operation?
Well, just like every place else, it helps keeps our cost in line, and it's a good supplement. We graze a lot of cattle in the pasture, and we use some of that feed to supplement the cattle on the pasture. It's a management tool for us. We go out with a skid loader every day or every other day, feed them just a little bit of the bakery meal that we produce. It's a good amendment for the grass. The cattle like it. You can get a good look at your cattle. Easy to move them. They see the skid loader coming, they're ready to go. If you want to move them to a different pasture or wherever you want to do, and it stretches out our grass. It's a beneficial use of our product. It's a good fit for what we're doing.
And so a lot of farmers, they would maybe be utilizing this ground for growing corn or other crops, but you're able to pasture. Is that
right? When we bought the place, it was being used for traditional corn and alfalfa rotation. We've switched a lot of our acreage back over to pasture. we've got a good source of, rather than grow corn silage, we've got a good source of sweet corn waste that we use to replace that with, and I think that these fields are better used. As you know, we get more out of them in a pasture situation. It's better for the cattle, it's better for the ground. Today's the 11th of June, and we've already grazed a couple pastures 3 times this year. I don't know, I've got some good farmers that live around me. I don't think they're on 4th cutting yet, so.
Right.
I'm glad you came out here and we had the opportunity to expose the people to, you know, a beneficial use of agricultural land and agricultural resources versus a lot of the negative publicity that agriculture gets today. You know, we're using things that would have been landfilled and of no value at all and trying to create value out of them and take value from them and make a beneficial product, a beneficial use for it, and you know, help the environment. We're here, we're stewards of the land. You know, you're only going to get back out of the land what you put into it, and we try to, you know, use it to the best of its best use possible of every resource we have.
Well, and you're definitely doing that and going above and beyond to not only provide for your own farm, but to take some of that waste that we all as consumers are producing, turn that around and making it a usable product. So thank you for all that you do.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah.